Or is your environment taking a toll on your personal decisions and choices you have to make? Then listen to the program For Call of Faith by Dr. Gidado Taufik Mikdad every Friday, 3 p.m. and Monday, 3 p.m. on Armed Forces of Nigeria Radio Service, 107.7 FM, Voice of the Nigerian Military, as it promises to be direct, educative, and motivational. Inshallah, don't miss out.
My life is frozen. I need your.
All right, you welcome back to the next segment of our program, The Call of Faith on Armed Forces Radio 107.7 FM Abuja. At this second segment of our program today, we shall be talking about causes of marital discords. This is important in view of some of the discussions we've had, thanks to all our callers. And whenever we have disparity in marital relationship, we say this marriage is discordant. It's conflict in it. And of course, discourse in marriages will be a state where husband and wife are obviously at variance with themselves, even though they are still in the marital relationship. And whenever husband and wife are at variance with themselves in the marital life, it brings unwarranted roller coaster experiences. The sweetness of the marriage is removed. Granted that yes, no marriage is perfect, but whenever there is conflict in marriage, husband and wife will stick to their positions, and before their very eyes, their marriages will collapse. I want you to understand, dear listeners far and near, that the coping mechanism differs from one individual to the other. What one individual can cope with, the other person may not be able to cope with it. And whenever a party in the marriage, be it husband or wife, drops the guard and it feels that I can't cope with this again, I'm tired, I don't tire, I'm tired, I can't cope with it again. At this point in time, discourse will set in, because the person that feels tired, yet he or she is still in marital relationship, now begins to begins to show some tendencies of, kind of frigidity. The person is frozen up. And because of the frigid nature, nothing is going to flow. It's kind of a cog on the wheel of the progress of the marriage. At that point in time, couples, husband and wife can be very good artists. They can act a lot of drama, Whenever they don't want the outsider to know that there is discord in the family, when a visitor comes, either from the family of the wife or the family of the husband, they put up the play. Show, don't start. Oh yeah, hey, how are you, my darling? And they begin to pretend to the visitor or the friend or whatever. How are you? Is everything? Oh, our family, we are fine. And they put up some smile and nice faces that the visitor can't suspect that there's anything going on here. And as soon as the visitor say bye-bye and they shut the door, they say, I beg, don't ever open your teeth to me. And then one of them says, keep to your side, I keep to my side, and that could make husband and wife to lie in the same bed, to sleep in bed, and one will face the east, the other one will face the west. Discords in marriages are like a time bomb, like a poison in marriage. It removes the sweetness of marriage. So it is important for us to watch out for it. Now, for us to be able to understand this, we need to be able to understand the root. When I say the root, I mean what are the causes of discord. I will be able to take us through a few, and when we begin to take calls, we'll be able to share from experiences of our callers on what are the possible discords in the marriages, or what are the experiences of our callers from their marriages, and how can we identify that this one is a cause of discord. These are the things that can cause discords in our marriages. The first thing, based on experiences and views of people that I've been able to gather over the past few months, is that sexual incompatibility is number one cause of marital discord. Because these are things you can't say outside. You can say my husband beat me. You can say my husband no cook food. My wife no cook food. Blah, blah, blah. But how many people will you be able to explain to that there is sexual incompatibility between you and your husband or between you and your wife. And now let me explain this. By sexual incompatibility, it means there is some kind of mismatch in the libido of the husband or the wife. Either the husband wants it, the wife does not want it, the wife wants it, the husband does not want it, or the wife is not getting the needed. It's not getting it enough. And the husband feels, I don't think myself, and the wife feels that no, you are not doing the best you can. Or the husband feels that the wife needs to come up. And the wife feels, I beg, no kill me, I don't tire. And the husband is not getting satisfaction. Because these are confidential things that it's not really easy for you to go to family and friends and begin to broadcast and narrate that my husband or my wife, they're not doing enough, blah, 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 and the blue. It becomes embarrassing, Nobody's going to listen to you except maybe you go to counselors. The bottom line is this. Mismatch in sexual relationship can create a lot of problem because these are things that you hardly find people to confide in. And somehow, many couple just leave it at, even if there is medically there is a solution to it, people just feel that, I can't do more than this. Whereas you could have done more than that. And where there is no needed attention in terms of sexuality, it becomes a problem. The second thing about on sexual incompatibility is when you're not meeting the sexual expectation. For example, how can you grab your wife like you're grabbing a dog? There's just no foreplay, no signal, nothing. Just grab her and twist her and boom. Hey, excuse me. Boy, this is not fair, man. It's not fair. So you can't treat a woman like this and expect that she's going to be satisfied with you. In the same vein, if you don't prepare your husband, you feel that your husband is not giving you attention, yet you are not preparing yourself for it. Your husband needs your neatness, needs your what I'm talking about, that as a woman, you need to be neat in and out. And yet you complain your husband is not, they kiss me. How you go kiss you? Your mouth, they smell. You don't expect this. It's not magic now. It's reality. So for you to get the needed expectation, the needed attention sexually, you need to be compatible. Compatible here, and that takes me to the next cause of marital discord. Poor communication. Inability to express your feeling. I'm taking it off from the first to the second now, because you aren't able to communicate with yourselves, your feelings to yourselves. This is what I need. There is no open communication between husband and wife. The way you talk to yourself is like strangers talking to themselves. Okay, if you and you and your husband or you and your wife, you're talking to yourself as strangers. So who should talk like husband and wife? You are talking about your husband, don't mind that man. You're talking about your wife, don't mind that woman. That woman, wahala too much. That man, wahala too much. Who is that man? Your husband. Who is that woman? Your wife. That's poor communication going on here. So when you're unable to express your feeling to your partner, we say that in and of itself is a problem. We gotta deal with it. Because these are things that can collapse it can collapse the marriage because, okay, fine, you guys are still in a relationship, but the relationship is not working. Who's the cause? You. The two of you have not been able to identify the fundamental problem with the marriage. And this poor communication is a problem because here you have load of things in your mind. You have it, she has it, the two of you have it, yet you are not able to express yourselves to yourselves. And somehow, maybe someone wants to come in as a third party to take you guys through. You say, no, we don't want third party in our marriage, and yet you bottle up yourself in that cocoon, and you are not able to get out of it. That in and of itself is a cause of marital discord. Now, as we go to the next point, let's open the phone lines. Perchance our callers might want to contribute while we still discuss the point. The stereo line is 070 7242 6258. 070 7242 6258. Now, we're waiting to receive your call. We continue with the... Okay, we got a call here already. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, madam.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. You're live.
Yeah, okay. I'm driving. I'm listening to your talk show. Yes, and it caught my attention because presently a family member is facing some sort of family discord, marriage issue. And when you said you wanted to bring out the causes of discord in marriage, I was actually expecting to hear first infidelity, and I started hearing different things. So you probably felt that okay, there are really other things.
There are infidelity is one of it, but something will cause the. Thank you very very much, madam. Have you parked the car? Are you still driving, or you are on?
I'm just in front of my gate now.
Fantastic, beautiful, beautiful. So something will lead to infidelity. What could possibly lead to infidelity is the first thing we are trying to tackle, and that is when we're talking about sexual incompatibility. Because if the husband or the wife is receiving needed attention conjugally by virtue of intimacy, you and I know that most likely there won't be cases of infidelity. If I'm receiving more than 100% of attention from my husband sexually, I go die with that now if I'm going out again. Not die, I go die. That means that not receiving enough attention in that regard might lead to actually infidelity is one of the causes of discourse in marriages, and we're coming to that very quickly, inshallah.
And I wanted to say something, given that you are saying what you're saying now.
Okay.
Sexual compatibility.
Yes,
and then to me, intimacy necessarily doesn't have to be about sexuality.
Okay.
So I think in a broader way, I would classify it into intimacy.
Okay.
Maybe there is no really good intimacy between this husband and wife.
Absolutely.
I'm saying this because, yes, their sexual part of the marriage has to do with intimacy.
Yeah.
When you are into a woman and the man is into her, you will be interested in knowing what this man wants, what she would want on bed and what she would want on bed, and you'll be interested in doing it. But sometimes we are just nonchalant, or the man will be nonchalant. Most of the men are, and they just feel whatever, if they go in there and come out, yes, the woman should be okay, and they expect the woman to really be okay. And because some women, they don't know how to express themselves that way, they will just be quiet about it, and over time it probably leads to infidelity, and then she will start searching for what she's not getting in her home. And when she's searching for those things she's not getting, it starts by conversation with another man. Now, another man paying her attention, and probably she's not feeling this intimacy that she didn't feel with the husband. It starts from discussion before it really leads to bed.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm saying this my own point of view, right?
Absolutely.
Well, why I'm calling, it's not even to add anything, it's because you mentioned this now, and I'm enjoying your show. I'm enjoying what you are saying, and then it's hitting right, because I think there are other people out there that really need it. What you are dishing there now, the information and whatever you are saying now. So I'm just calling to acknowledge the work you're doing.
Thank you so much, madam. We really appreciate you, and please drive safe. We thank God you're back home, and please be safe. God bless you. Now, I want to take it from where madam dropped it. When we were talking about, I agree with you. Actually, if we take the point mentioned, talking about intimacy, I mentioned the point earlier that when you are not meeting the sexual expectation, and that's talking about when sex is not bringing intimacy, there's a problem with it. Hello, sir? Hello? When sex is not bringing intimacy, there's a problem with it. And I leveraged on the last experience we had, so about 2 or 3 shows ago, that a woman complained that the only time the husband touches her is when he wants to do whatever he wants to do. And she put it plain, like whatever he wants to do, meaning there is no intimacy. The man just grab her, pin her down, and do the stuff, and it's done. He push her back, and she faces the west, he faces the south or the north or east or whatever, and that's all. The guy is snoring. The woman felt raped by the husband. Because not only that she was not satisfied, two, she was not prepared for it. So there was a sexual activity, but it was not intimate. And that's why I'm happy with the last caller, that it's actually a broader perspective, intimacy. But the main thing is that many of us understand only sex. We don't understand intimacy. Did you know, respected listeners, that there could be intimacy without sex? Yes. You can have intimate relationship with your husband or with your wife, yet you don't have any conjugal issues. So it's deeper than broader, like my sister said, the last caller, God bless you. It's broader than just holding and pinning your wife down or whatever and doing your whatever. This is not fair. Hello, good afternoon, sir. Hello, good afternoon, sir. You're live. You're live, sir. Yes, you are live. We can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you. Hello, we can hear you. Okay, now, that takes the next point, and thankfully it's just flowing. The next point I mentioned, poor communication, and the last but one caller mentioned this, that somehow the wife may not be able to express herself, that she's not getting intimate with the husband, despite the fact that the only thing the husband knows how to do is just like a dog. But there's no intimacy, despite the fact that they just pull her down and pin her down and do whatever he has to do, because she could not communicate herself. She just accepted that, okay, if not so, it be. Because many people don't know it better than that. So when such a woman sees something better from any other person, what do you expect? And that leads to the next cause of marital discord. That is, sexual incompatibility, now inability to communicate your feelings. Of course, that will lead to infidelity. And what is the infidelity? We have emotional infidelity, we have physical infidelity, because now, emotionally you are detached from your husband, or emotionally you are detached from your wife. And I'm not saying this, I'm not trying to be chauvinistic here. It's neither way. Either the woman or the wife, or the man, the wife or the husband, whichever one that has been affected here, we have to take a look at it closely. That we need to do. Did you know that just playing with your couple, with your wife, can bring closer attachment? Closer intimacy. Just playing. Many of us don't even have time to play with our husband or play with our wives. This is poor, right? So that will lead to emotional infidelity. Yes, you might say physically you are not doing anything, but emotionally you are attached to someone else. And that in and of itself is a problem. It's a problem. Hello, sir. Good afternoon, madam. Shall we meet you where you're calling from, ma'am? You're welcome, ma'am.
I want to appreciate you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm happy. I'm very today. This is the first time I'm listening to your program.
Wow.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you, ma'am. Thank you very much. She's the first time she listened to the program. She's showing appreciation. Thank you. God bless you. So the bottom line is that emotionally, once you are detached from someone, even though physically you see the guy every day, you see the woman every day, you are together in the house, but your mind is somewhere else. Your mind is somewhere else. Yes, you sleep together 24/7, you are at home, you didn't go out, but your mind has traveled somewhere else. So emotionally, you are away, even though physically you are at home, whether be the man or be the woman. So this is a problem. Now talking about the next phase of the infidelity, physical infidelity. Now, since you're, by feelings, you are off. The next point is physical. The next one is physical. Maybe your husband doesn't touch you, or your wife doesn't touch you, he doesn't do this or she doesn't do that, and you see someone else now physically doing it right before your eyes. Wow. You say, well, wow. Is this possible? Am I in somewhere else? You begin to hallucinate and think about some nasty stuff up there. And this is a problem to marriage. It is one of the big problems to marital discord, and we need to guard against it by understanding how this can play out in our marriages and how we can manage it. Now, if you are in this kind of a situation, I think it's no problem. We can begin to retrace our steps, get close to your wife, get close to your husband. You guys should have time together. And that's taking to the next point. That is the fact that we don't have quality time together. You know, when you don't have quality time together, and it's not a matter of what do you call it now? Physically present together. Quality time together could even be on phone, right? Because emotional disconnection starts from not having quality time together. And once that happens, then it's a problem. Let me repeat the phone line because see some people are trying to call 070 7242 6258 070 7242 6258. Quality time together could be even connecting with your spouse online through the cell phone, right? And it could be that maybe you are here in Abuja or he or she is there somewhere else. You have the phone with you. You can call, you can do video call, you can do so many other things to connect with your phone. If you ever heard of what you call video sex, it's possible, or phone sex, it's possible between you and your husband. If, I mean, the geographically, the barrier, hello sir? Geographically, you guys are far away from yourselves, but then you can still connect with yourself. Hello sir?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name is
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir.
I just want to appreciate you for this program.
Thank you very much, sir.
First of all, you have said the main root of husband and wife not having intimacy. First of all, is the communication. And the situation we find ourselves in this country, a man will go and come back, maybe he's on mood to do the something, but the wife is not ready. At times, it causes the problem also. Just want to appreciate you. I've said it all. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir, Mr. Zubiki. I really appreciate your call. We appreciate you. Thank you very much for your time to call in. Appreciate. So now, emotional disconnection can come when you don't have quality time together with your husband or your wife. And like I said, it doesn't have to be like you guys are physically together. There are so many things that technology has helped us today to fix ourselves together and bond ourselves together, even when we are geographically farther away. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, you're live. Hello, sir, you are live. Okay. Okay, please try to call back 070 7242 6258. 070-7242-6258. All right, the call comes in again. Oh, okay, sorry. I think there's a network problem, maybe from here or from there. Please, let's keep trying. 070-7242-6258. Now, if you can have phone time together, on phone you have, hello, sir?
Yes, sir.
I'm fine, sir. Shall we meet you, sir?
Yes, all the guys, Marital.
You're welcome, sir.
And the program is okay. But if only people who understand what you are saying and take to it. Because you see, marriages, almost 65% of marriages are not marrying, they are only staying together. Problem is, most people believe is money. Some people believe that maybe because they cannot give money, or some women, they believe that this man is not giving me money. You see somebody will give her money, that's the first one. Secondly, I believe sometimes it's financial. Am I right?
Yes, you're on point, sir.
Okay, so sometimes because things are complicated when it comes to marriage. Because it's clear we are seeing most of the marriages going away because of maybe money. I don't know. However, the marriage is mainly not to be on that. Whoever it is, you manage yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Thank you very much, sir. It's a point. It's a point that's a very important point, and maybe that will take us to the next point, which is on financial issues in marriages. You know, the point is that yes, money is important in marriage, but honestly, and truth be told, money is not everything in marital relationship.
Nowadays they say without money there is no love.
Well, well, people can say that actually, but I think love goes beyond money.
No,
Love.
There's a general belief now that it's money before love.
Well. Be that as it may.
Husband and wife quarrel every day. If you check it, it's problem of financial issue.
Well, it depends. Actually, I think it depends on the way you're looking at it. The way you're looking at it from. You know, if you look at it from a broader perspective, you know that there are marriages where the wife is the one supporting the husband and nobody knows. You know, there's a wife supporting the husband and nobody knows, and she's not bothering the husband because of money, and everything is fine between them because they have gone beyond the issue of money to relationship, to intimacy. They have been able to get together because of what they're doing together, what they are having together, because they are closer to themselves beyond finances. And that takes me to the next point on financial disagreement between husband and wife. You know, when you have this kind of getting your priorities right. For example, you have your children, you say, okay, I want my child to go to XYZ school or to go to ABC school or what have you. It's a point. But you know that one will come at the cost of, it has a cost. If you know that the money, my husband's take home or his salary or what have you cannot take my children to that school, but you don't want to settle for it, you don't want to agree with him, you want him to go the extra mile, it can bring disagreement between husband and wife. Sometimes it could be where we stay. Okay, you have a choice of, maybe as a wife or as a husband, you want to stay in XYZ place, or your husband says, I can afford XYZ nature of accommodation. And you as a wife, you feel that, no, I need more than that. I got to get more than that. And in a way, if you are not getting that attention, that in and of itself presents a problem. It presents a problem because if the husband feels that, well, this is what I can do, I can't do anything beyond this. And if that's what he feels, then that's what he's going to do. Right? Okay, we got a call here. Hello, sir.
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello, I can hear you, sir.
Yes, you're live, sir.
Yes, this is Baba Chase from Kwanga, Natural State.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, I think I want to concord with the last caller.
Okay.
I do understand that.
Yes, sir.
When we talk about marriage, as you rightly say, there are two areas. It has to do with love, it has to do with money. Understanding of money.
Okay.
Seriously, like me and my wife, I think it's all centered on love. Even as I'm talking to you today, my wife is more richer than me. And she has never put it before me that, yes, she's the one sustaining most of the things.
Okay.
But they are bring idea to most of the things that are achievable in the house.
Okay.
Yes. Although the business is running today, I brought that business up for her.
Okay.
And I don't do myself today, but she's sustaining that business in my liking, and I really appreciate her. And a second thing again, I have a friend who has a wife. You know that the women that have some emotional field and psychological feelings. He said me, yes, he comparing this thing to me for time to that number. He said, you want to approach the wife when she's looking at you physically in make love, and the wife will say, no. When it's just at night, the wife will prepare herself to bath, to give a nurse, when she was funny. I said, look, when she did that, when they just approach her on that bed, I see he has his sensitivity. That is the nature of what I'm giving her. It's not that she don't love me, she loves me. But when the man try once, I thought, now, I said yes. I think my brother, you've advised me right here. I think I'm achieving what you asked me to do. You don't think there are two areas on this issue of marriage? Love and money.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for your contribution. It's well taken. The last caller's contribution is key issues that needs to be handled in marriage are love and money. Other people might have different views, but that is a view and is well taken. Thank you very much for calling. So the last point we were talking about before the calls came in is on one of the things that can cause discord in marriages is financial disagreement on how much money do we spend on the education of the children, how much money will go to rent, how much money will go to for clothing, how much money will go to this or that. So when there is no agreement between the couple on this aspect, that itself can lead to discord in marriages. And sometimes when you enter into marriage with high expectation, that you feel that, okay, this is what I expect, and this is a problem, in premarital experiences. Hello, sir. Hello, good afternoon, sir. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you doing, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
We bless God. Shall we meet you, ma'am?
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you. Shall we meet you where you're calling from?
I'm calling from Orozco.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I enjoy your program. I'm so blessed that I used to hear it.
Thank you very much,
Thank
ma'am.
you, sir. God bless you.
God bless you too, ma'am. Really appreciate it.
And more wisdom, more
Thank you.
knowledge.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Appreciate you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. That reminds me, I've not heard from Madam Serafina. I hope she's okay.
Hello?
Hello. Thank you very much, ma'am, for calling. We really appreciate you. Thank you. Please, Madam Serafina, hello. Thank you. Your call is well taken.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Please, after the program, you might want to call me on 090-722-08098. 090-722-08098. I repeat one more time, 090-722-08098. In particular, I'll be waiting for Madam Serafina's call, please. It's been a while I heard from her. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello. Hello, man. Hello, you are live. Hello. Hello, you are live. Oh. Hello. Okay, I think the person is doing something else. Okay, now we're talking about the issue of disagreement financially. We talked about that. The last point we're talking about is on entering into marriage with high expectation. And I'm saying this honestly from my experience in counseling couples, is that some couple will lie to their would-be wife. Some men will lie to their would-be wife. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, good afternoon, sir. You're live. We know you are live. Could you please speak up, please? Okay. Now, there's a case that I handled about a year now or thereabout, when a man before marriage told the wife a false status. I am the CEO of my company. I am XYZ. I have this. I have that. So the woman entered into the marriage with the high expectation that, guy, my husband to be is a multi-millionaire. I'm in money, I'm going to money. Only for the wife to get there and see that the guy is living in one ghetto and downtown somewhere without mentioning the name, And then he's just working as a servant. And actually the guy comes home with money, a lot of money. And when the girls see the money, not knowing that it was the boss, like do send him with money, a huge amount of money, into millions anyway, that he comes home with. And the man lied to the lady that this money you see me have, that my business money is my money and blah, blah, blah. So the girl entered into the marriage with high expectation. But when she got home, she got home only to discover that this guy is more or less like an ordinary messenger or an errand boy of the boss, and he wasn't the owner of the business that he claimed that he had. So the marriage has been conducted. She was into the marriage, but she felt betrayed and disappointed. So this can cause discord. And how on earth can we mend this kind of gap? And the problem here is this. That such a woman. Sorry, you want to speak live? Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir. We are you're the last caller. Can you make it 1 minute, please? You're the last caller for today.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, I like your program, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Okay, now, thank you very much for calling. We appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, we're going to go now. I remain yours sincerely, Dr. Gidado Taufik Migdad. I hope to meet you again on Friday by 3 o'clock, God willing. Thank you, and please be safe. God bless you.